Great song from David. Thank you very much. It's One Radio 92.7. Good evening. And normally at this time of night, you'd be looking forward to music hits with Noya Spiteri and Stephen Ashisa. Slight change of schedule tonight. You're with the 7 o'clock show with myself. Good evening. Hello, I'm Paul.
And I'm Trudy, and I'm confused.
We're here on a Tuesday. Why are we here on a Tuesday?
I don't know.
What happened to Thursday? Is it just another one of those weeks that I've skipped a couple of days? How are you, my dear?
I'm really good, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm great, and we can talk about the weekend, because it was only like 2 days ago.
Apparently so, yes.
I didn't do anything, though. I had a relaxing one.
Did you? That's very nice.
First time in a long time. Normally it's not relaxing at all. And you?
I had a frantic weekend, and my brother has arrived.
He's in the studio tonight with us.
He
Good
is,
evening,
yeah.
good
Hello,
evening,
hello,
brother of
hello.
Trude. So listen, we've got a very special show lined up tonight, haven't we? Let's do this first. Tell us.
And tonight it is... I want to be able to roll my R's, and I can't.
Like that.
Can you do the words, and I'll say... And you say what it is, and I'll introduce it, because I can't roll my R's.
Tonight it's the Retro Rewind.
There you go. Fantastic. That's what I've always wanted to do all my life.
It sounds better without the R's. So
It's Retro Rewind this evening, and tonight's year is 1995.
Oh!
I wasn't born.
I was 15.
I wasn't born.
I was 15.
I wasn't born.
That's weird, isn't it? That means you must be 15 years at least younger than me.
I wasn't born. Yeah, you're 63. We had a little look into this. We had a fantastic bit of research. Oh my goodness, this is a big year.
It's a great year, isn't it?
It's huge.
Music-wise, film-wise, news-wise. I've got a little surprise later with things that were on the TV in 1995. It's going to be very, very exciting.
I've got a little surprise because I've got a track that you've got to guess, and I've got to win again.
Yeah, that's right. what do we call it? I can't remember. It's a different show, so my mind's out of kilter.
Retro Rewind, we call it.
We do. But the whole show is the Retro Rewind.
Yes, today is just one big Retro Rewind. And I want to hear from people on Facebook. I want to hear what you were doing in 1995. So go on. I can't remember what the numbers are, so you're going to have to do that bit. But I can remember that it's facebook.com/One Radio Malta. Go on there and tell us, what were you doing? What was your special memory from 1995? We want to hear that this
Absolutely.
evening.
Get in touch. Live at one.com.mt, 50615011. It's 58 cents. I think that's right, because someone's stolen my piece of paper. And of course, facebook.com/One Radio Malta. The whole show tonight, everything is 1995. And to kick things off, I've got Edwyn Collins and A Girl Like You. You know this?
Oh, I do!
Was this from the Batman sound? No, that was a different song. No.
Paul, this is music that I know.
1995. Good evening, it's the 7 o'clock show. It's 5 minutes past 7. It's One Radio 92.7 with Edwyn Collins and A Girl Like You from 1995, which is where we are for the next hour and 15 minutes. Isn't that right, Trudes?
It certainly is. Hurrah.
I love that tune, by the way.
I love that tune, but I had to say, if you played it and then asked me, I'd probably say it was from 2012.
Really?
I must have heard it on the radio last year, and I think that it's a modern song.
I should explain, when I came in this evening with the list of music, you said, they're all modern. They're all from 1995.
I think it's been established I know absolutely nothing about modern day music.
Okay, so I'm going to test you now. A couple of tracks that also were big in 1995.
Oh, really?
Take That, Back for Good. I Want You Back for Good.
I remember that.
I think it was a Christmas hit, was it? Anyone?
Can you sing it again, though? Because I'm not quite sure.
No.
Sing it again.
I Want You Back for... You like that?
Oh.
Shaggy, they call me Mr. Bombastic. Baby Fantastic. Brilliant, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
We had the Out Here Brothers with that awful song, Boom Boom Boom, Let Me Hear You Say Way-O.
Way-O. Hey, I remember that.
You remember it. And of course, Rednecks with Rat and Beat and Cat Na Joe.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah, what an awful song that was.
I don't really know the words.
Did you sing it?
I was in the Rednecks.
Can I just say, you are wearing a very nice plaid
I am
shirt.
wearing a
I
plaid
believe you.
It's my lumberjack shirt
I
tonight.
believe you.
So let's do the news.
Okay.
1995.
Absolutely. What a year of news. I'm going to tell you what happened. So, bizarrely, Windows 95 was released.
Wow, I thought Windows 95 came out in like 2000.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cry. I've just realised what a really blonde thing that was. So what?
Windows 90, ladies and gentlemen, the big news of the year, Windows 95 came out.
Stop it, I'm crying
We
now.
should do a competition. Guess which year. Come on, what else happened?
Okay, James Bond returns to the cinema. After a 6-year hiatus, James Bond returns to packed cinema houses. Pierce Brosnan,
Yes.
he was the best.
Middle-aged ladies' favourite. No?
I like him. He was my favourite.
No further comment.
Okay, fair enough. The DVD and optical disc computer storage media format is announced.
Optical disc media storage format.
Try saying that after a few beers.
Exactly.
Nick Leeson is arrested for his role in the collapse of Barings Bank.
Oh, of course,
Do you remember
yeah.
that? That was huge all
He
over
tried
the
to
world.
change the stock market, didn't he? He tried to off-balance the stock market single-handedly.
Yes.
And
but
failed.
He did quite well, I have to say, because he did that and then went to prison and then came out of prison and made a film and made a shed load of money.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Must remember that for the future. NASA loses contact with Pioneer 11 probe. It lost a probe. That's news.
I've done that before.
Oh my, it's a Tuesday night.
Yes.
And the fourth Star Trek TV series Voyager premieres.
Yes. See, when that came out, I was dating a girl who... No, I wasn't. It was a few years later, because I was only 15. Well, I thought I was a man, by the way, at 15. It was only a few years later that I realised, no, I wasn't. But Star Trek Voyager, her sister was so into it that I was forced to watch the whole first series every Friday night.
Of Star Trek
Just a
Voyager.
sideline for you.
That's
Carry
nice. Anyway, that's a bit like me saying Windows 95 was
Yeah.
released. The first planet outside our solar system was found.
What? It's obvious. You can just look up. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, anyway,
Oh,
go
darn it.
on.
I have to tell you later on about my my little shooting star experience this morning.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Okay,
we'll do that
remind me
later.
to tell you.
Okay, what else you got
bit
on the
blonde
news?
this evening. And the first African-American walks in space.
Fantastic. So
There you go.
Also in the news in 1995, I've got an estimated 150 million people watch as the not guilty verdict is read in the O.J. Simpson verdict. Remember that?
That's amazing. And I also have that written down because later...
I see.
I didn't say
think it was
it.
worth mentioning.
I let you say it.
Thanks.
After that, he was found later was found liable in a second trial. So he was actually found innocent. I didn't realise in the States you can't be tried for the same crime, but you can twist it to a different crime.
Excellent. Doctors Ian Wilmot and Keith Campbell, both from the UK, I might add, create the world's first clone sheep. Two of them, Megan and Morag, from embryo cells. Now, wasn't this was more recent?
Hang
Yeah,
on.
tell me.
What happened to Dolly?
What happened to Dolly, who was obviously a sheep much later in the 90s? No, 2000s, wasn't it? So was this kept quiet, or what happened?
Did they die?
Sheep don't live very long.
Did they clone and they were just very minute? They were sort of Lego-sized sheep.
They cloned them from an 80-year-old, and they were born
Oh my
very
word.
old.
We were hoping for sheep, but unfortunately, no. We've just found a very elderly lady.
And also, talking of elderly ladies, the Queen
there you go.
went on a couple of quite epic visits. First time in Northern Ireland in 1995 since the IRA whole incident. And also, she arrived in Cape Town, the first time a royal visit had taken place to South Africa in nearly 50 years.
That's frightfully nice.
And that's the end of the news for 1995. Shall we move on to another 95? Oh, this is such a good song. I don't know if this is
I
your
know
thing.
it?
You know it? I don't know if it's your thing. At the time, it wasn't mine either, but it was a huge song of the year. It starts pretty quick. Go.
Hang on, it's Lionel Richie, isn't it?
It's very similar to Lionel Richie.
Really?
Listen up on this, on one. Oh, yeah.
That's Lionel. I love this track.
Richie at his best. It's Coolio, of course, and Gangsta's Paradise. It's One Radio 92.7. Good evening.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life.
Massive tune from the year, Coolio and Gangsta's Paradise. Now, I was 15 years old in 1995, still living on the family farm. And this year we had a couple of French exchange students staying with us. The girl's birthday was the exact same day as mine, and she was the same age. And her brother was about 3 years younger. And I really liked the girl, but nothing happened because I was useless. And the brother at 12 years old helped me and my dad for 2 days solid bring in the hay. which is a farming term for collect the dried grass from the fields and put it in a barn.
That's nice.
Just giving you a bit of insight into my soul there, Trudy.
Right. Can I move on to a question? Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah.
Was that from a film?
It was, but you know what? I don't know what film.
Okay, all right, moving swiftly on from that conversation as well.
More music in that year for you. Simply Red Fairground.
Yeah, I can't remember that one. I don't have what I do have a memory from is the song that closed the year, which was Earth Song by Michael Jackson.
Get lost. I'm a massive...
I'm telling you, no one's ever going to ask us to stand in for their show ever again.
I know, it was like dying cats on the radio. Massive Michael Jackson fan, and that song is his biggest selling single of all time.
Hang on a second.
But I don't like it.
Hang on a second. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't know?
No.
Well, get to know me a bit better. Listen, Madonna for you in that same year, Human Nature, and also I Want You from Madonna. And we had Shaggy in the Summertime, which was the remix of the Jimmy Ruffin version. Jimmy Ruffin, I've introduced on stage, singing in the summertime when the weather is... Not like me, because I can't sing, but it's another bit of background information for you on me. Are you not joining in this show?
That's nice.
And also, the Friends theme tune by the Rembrandts. I'll be there for you.
Really? I loved that track.
Billboard Top 100.
I'll be there for you.
The opera version by Miss Kerr.
Joseph Cleary, if you're listening, there's a position for me in your next opera. Yeah, no, fantastic. And what a big show that was. Did Friends start in 1995?
Yeah, no, I think it started in 93, but let's look it up and not give the listeners the wrong information.
Yeah, for sure.
If it started in 1993, we discuss it no longer because it's 1995.
Hang on a second, I'm trying to work out how the theme tune to the show actually was released after the show was released.
Don't know. This isn't release music. This is music that hit the top 100 in the charts.
Okay, blonde and confused. Can we go back to Windows 95?
We also had a track by Techno Head, which goes, I wanna be a hippie, I wanna be a hippie, I wanna be a hippie and I wanna get stoned. It was rubbish.
I don't remember that.
Don't you?
No, was
you too busy being a hippie? Awful song. We're in 1995. If you just joined us, it's 1995 until 8:15 this evening.
I have one last song.
Tell me.
That was of particular significance as we drove over here. Stay Another Day by East 17. And
Stay now.
So this evening is just it's the 7 o'clock show, just dreadful singing for a whole hour and a quarter. Because I was born in East 17.
Christmas 1995.
I wasn't born in Christmas 1995.
No, that song.
Yes. So we were talking in the car on the way over because my brother called me an Essex girl.
You're an EastEnder, are you? EastEnder.
And I was actually born in East 17. So yeah, I'm actually not an Essex girl, even though I'm blonde. Just
you're a massive East 17 fan.
Fantastic band, love them, from my hometown or something.
Get in touch tonight. If you got a story from 1995, just tell us, what were you doing? Were you at school? Were you started your first job? Your 7th job? Had you just retired? Whatever age you are, let us know. 1995, what were you up to? You can get in touch live at one.com.mt on the email, or you can SMS us 5061 5011. It costs 58 cents.
Or if you're on Facebook this evening talking to your friends, why not pop onto the site and go to facebook.com/One Radio Malta.
Okay, we got music from Supergrass from 1995 with their hit All Right, and we're also going to be taking a look at the big shows on television in 1995, coming up next on One.
Malta's pride on the FM dial, 92.7 FM, One Radio.
Brilliant song. That's the remix by Trudes Kerr. Supergrass, All Right. It's 1995 in the 7 o'clock show tonight. Good evening, I'm Paul. Hello.
And I'm Trudy. I love that song.
It's great, isn't it?
Isn't it fabulous?
All the music's great tonight. We've got Pulp Common People coming up really shortly.
I really love that one.
But first, I want to play a game with you. We're talking about 1995 tonight. Oh, but first, I have to quickly read out a text. It says, hi, Paul Trudy. Could you play the latest by Britney Spears or the one by Katy Perry? Both great tracks, or Tears for Fears. If you can't, no worries. Enjoying the show. Thanks, Sharon Cortis in Hasselbush. Thank you, Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
But listen, we can't play the music because it's 1995. I'm really sorry. But what I'll do is I'll keep your text open for the next guys and see what they can do.
Okay.
If you want to retext in with a 95 song, that's fine as well. Do that. Okay, Trudy. Television shows from 1995.
Wasn't born.
I know, but you may remember the shows on repeat. And
hang on a second.
I'm going to get you to guess them.
You're going to quiz me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is this just because you're losing? At the
No, I'm going to
moment?
get you. There's no points. It's just for fun. Okay. Not everything in life's a competition, Trudes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so listen. Guess the TV show, massive TV series of the year,
Oh my!
made by the BBC.
Oh, that's one with old people in it, isn't it?
Not old people, but it is set in the past.
Oh, I know this.
It's about.
It's James Herriot.
Don't
No, it's
know.
not.
I don't know. It starred Colin Firth
Oh no, I don't know.
as Darcy.
Oh, it was that film with Darcy.
It was the BBC series Pride and Prejudice,
Was it
woman.
really?
1995 that came out. Oh, right. Okay.
That's a bit fluffy for me.
So what? Yeah, me too. What else?
I actually thought it was All Creatures Great and Small.
Close.
Thank you very much.
Okay, the next one for you. This show started in 1995. It's got an Irish theme to it. It was
right.
about people who lived in Ireland and they were religious.
Oh, it's Father Ted!
Father
Oh,
Ted!
fantastic! What a
Brilliant.
brilliant TV series.
Was you a big
that
fan
is.
of Father Ted?
Not in 95. Maybe 5 years later, I sort of picked up on Father Ted. Absolutely hilarious.
Also, in the same year, there was Hollyoaks started.
Oh, good
which I don't
grief.
watch. It's utter tripe.
Yes.
Also, this is a TV show that ended in 1995.
Tricky.
Okay, so here we go. This is one from my childhood.
Do, 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 do. Up above the streets
Hold on.
and houses.
Yeah.
Up above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing.
Right,
I love that.
We used to know a rude version in primary school
Did
about
you?
him weeing from the basket onto the town. Disgusting stuff,
Can you
really.
say that out loud?
I went to a horrible primary school. Okay. My favourite theme tune of the year now, and also a show that I was hugely into. Check this out.
This is Crystal Maze.
It's
I
Crystal
love
Maze.
him. Richard O'Brien
The
is
bald guy.
fantastic.
I
I
used-
actually really fancied him.
I used to mix him up with Duncan Goodhue. And also Right Said Fred, because they all had that cool hairstyle.
So if you don't know what this show is, it's actually an adventure game held within a studio where they do all these sort of
Yeah, physical challenge,
challenges
mental challenge.
in very small spaces. The studio wasn't very large.
It was stuff like solving a puzzle or shooting targets with a gun. Not a real gun, but it was like challenges. If they won, they got the crystal. At the end of the game, the amount of crystals equaled how much money was in that big glass ball. And they had to grab the money when it flowed around in the air.
Yeah.
Is that right? So if anyone listening just joined us, that sounds crazy. Just a quick recap of my dream last night.
Well, can I just say, most things when you recap on them from the 90s sound a little bit nuts.
Yeah. I think the 90s were generally nuts. Okay, I've got two more for... No, I've only got one more for you.
Tell me.
I've got two more for you. I just need some more time to prepare. So my brother was 5 and he watched this.
Oh my, it sounds like it should be...
It ended in this year.
It sounds like it should be sort of a car kind of TV
It's the
show.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Do you know?
Absolutely not a clue.
Silent Tim saying he knows.
I'm not the right age for Power Rangers.
Right, no, neither am I. I just thought that's for our younger
But thanks
of
so
listeners
much.
out there. And I've got
Fabulous.
one more for you. You have to bear with me. Can you fill for 2 seconds?
Yes, I can. So I'm just going to explain what Paul is doing. He's cheating
How can I cheat? This is my game.
in his plaid shirt.
Right, so there's one more show that ended on television in 1995, and this
Tell
is
me.
the theme tune.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh my word! What are you
God,
doing?
Eddie.
What are
God,
you
Eddie.
doing that side of the desk?
We really are the guys, Eddie. You know it?
I don't.
Oh, right, okay, so it was Bottom, and that's the theme tune to
Oh,
Bottom.
my word,
Rick
no.
Mail, Adrian Edmondson. Also, at the end of Bottom, you had... I think it's going to start now. This is... Here we go.
Stop doing that side of the desk.
That's how we should end our show.
Do you reckon?
We should know just the drums being... Here we go. I love it. I love it. So
I love that.
We're in 1995. This is the closing theme tune of Bottom, which ended on television in 1995. Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson. There's your TV news from 1995.
Fantastic. Well done,
It
you.
wore me out, that did.
Good TV
The
in
computers
95.
also fizzled out on that one as well. Great TV.
Yeah, really, really good.
In 1995. It's 36 minutes past 7. It's the 7 o'clock show. Good evening, I'm Paul.
And I'm Trudy.
And we're talking 1995 with another epic tune.
Oh, fantastic. I've danced with him to this song, with Jarvis Cocker.
She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College, that's where
So, Jarvis Cocker jumped in front of Michael Jackson, not in this year, but and kind of mooned
didn't
him
he?
and said, "Oh, you think you're Jesus," and all this stuff. Remember that?
Actually, I have to say, good on him. but you don't. Sorry, you're a big Michael
I'm a
Jackson
big Jacko fan,
Sorry.
except for Earth Song. But
Well, I actually like Jarvis Cocker because I danced with him to this song.
Really?
Yes, way
Claim
back
to
in
fame.
Yeah, I was 3, obviously, and he's a really nice guy. But he does the strangest moves in the world.
oh, he's amazing dancer.
and he
I
is the
think.
skinniest person. He really needs to go down McDonald's and eat a whole bunch of burgers. He probably is now. What is he, like 60 or something? He's probably got a really big belly. Whilst we were off air,
I think he's only 40 now, isn't he? You know what? His image is like school geek, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
his kind of whole image thing, a school nerd. But he's just not a nerd. He's just very cool.
can I mention about nerds?
Yeah.
So whilst we're off air listening to that track, there's a little conversation going on in the studio here about how Paul and Tim both had massive crushes on the pink Power Ranger.
Right. So
What? Can you please explain that?
Yeah.
I thought they were a cartoon.
if you've just joined us, we're in 1995, and one of the shows that ended in 1995 was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which was a show for kids. I was a little bit too old, but my brother loved it. He was 5, I was 15. And basically I had a massive crush on Pink Ranger, and not when she's a Power Ranger, because that's just ninja experts in costume, but when she was a human, Pink, before she morphed into Power Rangers, she was Pink Ranger, and I liked her so much I almost, I was going to write her a letter.
I'm really concerned.
I was going to make her a mixtape.
I'm so... You're kidding me.
I didn't do either of those things, but God, I wanted to. I was really, really hooked up on her for about at least 4 days.
You were 15. So you were 15, and this is a children's programme, is it?
Yes. Is it hot in here? So 1995, I've got some more music for you from the year.
Tell me.
No Doubt, Just a Girl. Just a girl, a little lonely. Okay. Also, we had...
Can I point out to anyone who has just tuned in, we haven't actually broken the sound system this evening. We just keep singing.
and also, we have got real music for you as well, so
Exactly.
don't worry. No More I Love You.
Oh, I love that.
Annie Lennox. Because she went solo after Eurythmics. You see, she
Yes, she did, she
Walking on
did.
Broken Glass.
She did.
And No More I Love You.
Yeah.
And also, beep, ba, 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 da, bo, ba, ba, da, ba, da, da, biddy, biddy, beep, ba,
What
ba,
is
ba, da,
that
bo.
track? What's that track?
Scatman John, the Scatman.
Now,
I'm a scat man.
Was this a one-hit wonder? Because there were a lot of those in the 80s and the 90s, wasn't there?
He had that hit, which was huge, and then he had another hit. Scatman John had another hit, which I've deleted, so I can't tell you what it was, but it wasn't very big.
Oh.
So it's kind of a one-hit wonder. So that was 1995.
Yes.
What are we doing now? Oh, yes.
Tell
You're
me.
up. You're up.
What?
Oh, no, you're not. Well, let's play some music. I thought you were up because we're going to play a song now which has particular
Yeah, I love
big
this
song
track.
for you.
But I have to also explain, we're very confused because it's Tuesday. It's completely thrown me. I keep thinking, excellent, I can go down the pub now because it's nearly the weekend. But we've only just come out of the weekend.
Exactly. It's a Tuesday and the year is 1995 with Alanis Morissette and Hand in My Pocket. Great song.
Fantastic.
Good evening. It's 16 minutes to 8.
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. And the other one is handing a taxi cab.
1995, I was on the school bus and our radio didn't work. And so whoever brought in a tape, that tape would be played for the whole term. So every day to school and back, Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, the brand new album with this song, Hand in My Pocket, was played. I know every word to the whole album.
I love this track.
Great, isn't it?
It's really fantastic.
Good evening, it's the 7 o'clock show, and tonight we're in 1995
Yeah, can I just point out, actually, before we just played that track, Paul actually said it's Tuesday and it's 1995. Can I just make a sort of a bit of a distinction? It's not actually 1995. In case you were listening and suddenly went, oh my good grief, what happened? Was that a mad dream? And I ended up in 2013. You're okay. You're okay. Don't reach for any sort of sanity device. You're all right.
Don't reach for any sanity device. Reach for the lasers because it's 1995. It's like Back to the Future backwards. Anyway, so we're in the year 1995. Good evening. Welcome to the show. It's 10 to 8 almost, and we're here till 15:15. It's time for the Retro Rewind.
Oh, yeah.
So, tell me.
Okay. You've got to ask me 10 questions and let's see if you can guess what
It's a song, right?
This track is from 1995.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a clue.
Okay.
It's blimmin' awful.
It's blimmin' awful.
Yep.
There's so many on my list here.
Okay, fire away. Ask me a question.
Male or female?
Male.
Solo artist or group?
2 people.
Ooh, group. So is this like a group that played instruments as well, or they just sang?
No, definitely not.
Kind of a boy band?
Not really.
Man band? Well,
It is a man band.
okay, it's a man band.
2 men.
A bit like a plaster for adults.
Yes.
A man band, 2 men, and it was like a poppy song, or
No, it was a
rock
retro.
song.
It's a retro song. It's a re-release of a very well-known song. Do you need a clue?
yeah.
They first sang it on their television series.
2 men who had a television series. Does one of them now have a series about fishing? Constantly fishing, big fish. Is it like that? I've got nods in the corner of a room.
Can I just say, not a clue?
I think it's called Big Fish with one of the Robson and Jerome people.
Oh my! And he wins this week. He wins.
Thank God.
Good grief, that was a lot of clues.
Robson and Jerome, and with that song that was on Top Gun. It was featured on Top Gun, didn't it?
I've
no?
no-
Everyone's saying no.
No, it's actually. Do you want me to tell you?
Play it.
Okay, all right. If you can work out what it is, just shout.
You never close your eyes.
My love.
How dreadful are they?
It was Ghost. It was on Ghost, not Top Gun. You know where Patrick Swayze's got his hands around her and they're doing the clay?
Oh yes.
Yes, thank you.
That's a good film. I like that. This, on the other hand, if you want to go onto YouTube and have a look, is blimmin' awful.
It sounds like it's recorded in 1903.
1903. Let me tell you, one of the things is that they actually had 2 hits that year. They had not just...
2-hit wonder.
Yes, a 2-hit wonder. No, I tell you, the point is, they had this hit, and then later on in the year, they had, I believe, Stroke Up on the Roof. My mum then went out and has bought every single album that they've done.
Of Robson and Jerome.
Yeah, this is a mum's song.
They did more than one album. They
Yes.
did. Hold on. They did an album.
Did anyone buy it?
Was it all covers, like of these old classics?
Yes, pretty much. Well, I don't know, because I've never heard it, obviously.
No, obviously.
That darn
Trude's
awful.
mum, send us a copy. No, not a copy. That's illegal. Send us the original. Make us a mixtape. Right,
My dad will love you, yes. Send it over.
It's
dear.
9 minutes to 8, and it's 1995. Robson Jerome, great choice, Trudy, and I got it.
Yes.
Legend.
At last.
Legendary. Other music in the year, Human League. Tell me when will I see you again? No?
What is it with you this evening? I sing one song on the show. I mean, albeit I always sing the same song, All I Want to. And you, this evening, just keep singing.
I'm just in a good mood, you know. I'm thinking 1995, I was 15, my girlfriend was 8. Back then it wouldn't have worked, but
Yeah, can I just say...
nowadays it's fine.
Paul is talking about his current girlfriend, not
Yes,
the girlfriend he had then. I was 15
what I
and
mean
my
is
girlfriend
her
was...
age in 1995.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, moving
Good
swiftly
grief.
on. More music from that year. I've got TLC with Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Know it?
Can we move on?
Loads of Oasis tunes as well, and obviously we just played Alanis Morissette with Hand in My Pocket. Her whole album came out in that year with lots of big hits from it.
Question. If there was lots of Oasis, was there also lots of Blur? There must have been.
Yes. Got Charming Man. You've got Country House from Blur.
Country
Lived
House
in a
is
house,
a
very big house in the country.
Yeah.
Okay, music, M&H. You might not know this. This was like boy band 1995. For some reason, I just kind of liked it. I'm going to play it for you right now on one. I've got a little something for you.
Oh,
From back in the day.
You little minx.
It's One Radio. Good evening, 92.7. How you doing? So do you know it or not? M&8, I've got a little something for you from 1995 on One Radio. Know it?
I know it.
Do you?
Yes!
Boom.
There you go. Look at me. I know a song.
They had a total of, hold on, let me count. One hit.
One. But everyone knew this because it's just ridiculous lyrics. I've got something for you.
What was also big in this year's Backstreet Boys. Backstreet's
Ooh.
back. No. Sorry, wrong year. Forget I
Well
said that.
done.
It's 5 minutes to 8. Good evening. It's the 7 o'clock show. Hello, I'm Paul.
And I'm Trudy.
And tonight, we're not normally on, but we've been asked to cover. It's a one-off. If you're already sick of us, don't worry. We're not here next Tuesday. But we hope you're enjoying the show, and thanks for joining us. We're in 1995.
We're actually 2013. We're listening to, just in case anybody's tuned in, it's a Tuesday. They have no idea who we are, and we keep telling them it's 1995. Poor people.
Don't
confused.
worry, you haven't been in a... No, it's the other way round. You haven't been dreaming. Oh, never mind. It's 1995 tonight. That's all I care about.
Fantastic.
I was 15. You weren't born.
No.
Yeah, you've also danced with a few of the artists that we've been playing tonight.
I've danced with I've danced with Jarvis Cocker. I've danced with Damon Albarn. Well, when I was at university, Damon Albarn's father was my personal tutor. So we used to go round to Keith Albarn's house for parties.
Right, awesome.
And Damon Albarn would be playing.
We should say Damon Albarn from Blur.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we should.
From the band Blur, the Brit pop hit Brit pop band Blur.
And what's the band that they're in now? The Gorillas.
The Gorillas.
The Gorillas.
That's Damon Albarn. It's not Blur, is it? Anyway.
No. Anyway, but Seal I've danced with to this song.
This next song that we've got.
Let me tell you, just let me tell you, because I went to the opening of the Sci-Fi channel and he was there.
Is that sad for you or him? I can't work out which way.
I have no idea.
Very cool. So Seal obviously is the guy who did Killer Adamski. 91, I think it was.
Yes, he did.
Solitary Brother.
Yeah, I love that song.
Great
Real
tune.
bad skin problem, though.
Yeah, well, he's got that scar on his face, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, I think he had a skin issue as well.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't need to go into the personal hygiene habits of Seal.
He was and married to Heidi, what's her name?
Klum.
Sorry?
Heidi Klum. That's her name.
Klum.
I met her once.
Did you dance with her?
You claim you dance with everyone. I met her when she was releasing her perfume.
Hello. Was it called Klum? You don't really want a perfume called Klum. Do you know what I mean? Let's not have a perfume called Klum. Seal and Klum.
Right, anyway, look, so Seal, Kiss from a Rose. This was from the Batman soundtrack.
Oh,
I think it was Batman
nice.
Returns or Batman and Robin or
Do you want
something.
me to tell you?
People are dying.
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Tune. And I'll tell you what also came out in this year, or was in the charts at the same time as this, Spice Girls and Wannabe.
Oh, I love that.
The birth of the Spice Girls in 1995.
Fantastic.
Let's play Seal. Seal and Kiss from a Rose on One Radio 92.7. Good evening. It's the 7 o'clock show with me, Paul. Hello.
And me, Trudy.
It's 1995 in the show tonight. Don't get confused. In the show. Wait a minute, let's play the end.
In bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave.
Thought it was going to be shorter.
Yeah, I could see you kind of doing a little expression there. I danced with him to that.
Did you?
I danced with Seal to that song.
I went on a date to the cinema when that film Batman Forever was played, that this was supposed to be the soundtrack, but was only in the end credits.
Oh, my.
Yeah, my dad gave us a lift and made me sit in the front because he didn't want to feel like a chauffeur. So she had to sit in the back on her own. Weird.
Great
Didn't see her again, yeah.
Hang on a second. You went on a date when you were 15 and your dad drove you there?
Yeah, because I lived in the middle of Dartmoor National Park.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I swear, you had to drive everywhere, you know.
Fair enough. Few shout outs. I think we should. Should we have a little shout out?
Let's do it.
Sergey, Helen. If I get this name wrong, I'm dreadfully sorry. Tarcisio.
Hello, good evening.
Jean-Claude, Julian, Chitan. I know what that means. Rita, Joseph, Matisse, and Rita.
Awesome.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you. for joining us. Let's do it together. Thank you for joining us. You can get in touch live at one.com.mt or send us an SMS if you like. I will get round to them, I promise. There's loads in. I will get round to you, I promise. It's 5061 5011. It's 58 cents.
Or you can just go on Facebook, because you're going to be there anyway. Facebook.com/One Radio Malta.
And we got epic music from 1995 with Everything But the Girl and Missing up next on One. I was doing up a house in Bristol listening to this. Oh no, I was 15. It must have been on the radio a few years later. But yeah, this song takes me back to painful times. No, it's fine.
Do we need to talk about it?
No.
Do we need to talk about it on air?
Let's not unravel the inner mysteries of Paul Roberts on the radio, please. It's One Radio. Good evening. 11 minutes past 8, and we're in 1995 for another 4 minutes. We've got to get on with it.
That's nice.
Let's do films.
Okay, go.
Okay, you first.
So we have a number 10. These are the top films of 1995. Number 10, it was Jumanji. I quite like that film.
That was Robin Williams' board game gets out of control.
Yes.
Okay.
He gets lost for many, many years.
That's right, yeah. It's like a modern version of Lion Witch in a Wardrobe.
Do you want me to keep going? You're going to have a go? Okay, number 9 is Waterworld, the worst film ever made. Number 8, Casper.
The Friendly Ghost.
Why? Number 7, ironically, is 7. Number 6, Batman Forever.
The one with the song,
Yes. What was that, Batman
We played
Forever?
it just now, didn't we? What was it?
Number
Seal,
5.
Kiss from a Rose.
Number 5 was Pocahontas.
Didn't see that.
I think it's really funny. I think it's a funny word. Nice story. It's a true story, but lots and lots of children's films. Number 4, GoldenEye.
Great.
That was a Pierce Brosnan, yes?
Pierce Brosnan, yes.
Number 3 was Apollo 13. Number 2 was Toy Story.
To infinity and beyond.
Yes. And number 1 was Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Hey, I love Bruce Willis. Great film as well.
Do you? And which one is that? Die Hard.
Well, we were
which
just
number
chatting,
is
weren't
that?
we? Silent Tim was number 3, we think.
Do we call him a Silent Tim now?
Yeah, because
Excellent.
he doesn't speak on the radio.
I think it's number 3. Fantastic. Okay. Bad films that year. I have to say, Bridges of Madison County.
Good one. I have to say, Babe, Pig in the Woods, or whatever it was called. That was pretty bad. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, was awesome. Listen, quickly before we go, I've got my worst song of the year for you. 1995 this is. Here we go.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
You should see the video. It's awful. Right, so this song got I believe, got to number 1 in almost every European country that was in Europe at the time, of course, but not in the UK. I think it hit number 3, but I can't remember.
Thank goodness.
Macarena by Los Del Rio. Macarena. Can you do the?
No, I'm very proud of the fact I don't have a clue
how to do the dance.
Absolutely
We've
not.
got to play a song before we go. It's time to go. What?
Any shout-outs?
Yes, let's do shout-outs.
Okay, any more shout-outs?
I've got some.
Go.
Sharon, who texted us earlier, she said, "Hi, it's me again, Sharon. 1995 was a special year for me. She was 25, and it was the year before she got married to her lovely husband, Joseph."
That's lovely.
That is nice. Thanks, Sharon, for getting in touch. We've also got, earlier in the show, we played Gangster's Paradise.
Yes.
We were trying to guess which film. It was the film Dangerous Minds.
Oh.
Thank you. I think that was Manuel, but yeah, it's Manuel. Thank you, Manuel, for texting in and let us know about that. We've really got to play some music, Trudy. There's people queuing up at the door to get in.
Hurrah.
Our last song of the night, a big one for 1995.
Tell me, what is it?
Delamitri and Roll to Me.
Oh, my.
Tune. That's it from us. Goodbye.
Goodbye, yeah.
We'll see you Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Won't see me.
No, I'll be here.
I'll see you.
Yeah,
whatever.
Let's just talk over the vocals. I'll be here on Thursday. Trudy won't. For another edition of 7 o'clock show. We'll tell you more about it coming up to Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Fantastic.
Goodbye. See you later. Ciao.